Hi guys. So a few years ago there was a scandal in the NHS, and that's the scandal of the Mid-Staffordshire NHS Trust. And in 2013 the Francis report was released. And the Francis report outlined that nurses, or the NMC, the Nursing and Midwifery Council, should introduce a revalidation process similar to that of the General Medical Council. So in this video I'll be talking to you about how to prepare for your revalidation and the process of revalidation. Hi guys, my name is Shola and I'm a registered mental health nurse working in the UK National Health Service. The aim of this channel is to bridge the gap between nursing and finance. We'll be talking about nursing. We'll be talking about nursing topics such as revalidation, reflective practice, and many more. In the area of finance, we'll be talking about payroll, pay slips, and so on and so forth. So in April 2016, the Nursing and Midwifery Council introduced revalidation, and again that was following the Francis report and the recommendation that nurses go through a revalidation process similar to that of the General Medical Council. So the revalidation process is done every 3 years for nurses, midwives and nursing associates, and the aim of revalidation is to promote continuous development and also to promote reflective practice. And the NMC set out certain criteria that we have to log or that we have to account for. So first thing is that we have to account for our practice hours. So the NMC, on the log, we have to account for 450 hours, 450 practice hours. So what jobs have you had within a period of 3 years, and account for 450 hours of those. If you're a nurse and a midwife, then you have to account for 900 hours. From doing a very quick calculation, that equates to 37.5 hours for just under 15 weeks for those who work full time. So I don't think it's a lot that is being asked of us. So the first thing that we need to do again is to log 450 practice hours and highlight, what our role is as a nurse, where we work either in the community or the ward, and so on and so forth. The second thing that we need to do is to log 35 hours of CPD, continuing professional development. What they want to see here is that we've attended trainings and we've continuously developed ourselves. And out of those 35 hours, 20 of those hours have to be participatory. So when we look at the learning pyramid, we've got passive learning and we've got participatory learning. When it comes to participatory learning, we've got practice by doing and teaching, practice by doing, teaching others, and discussion groups. Okay, so what they want us to do is that 20 out of those 35 hours we can evidence that we've engaged in discussions, we've practiced by doing, and we've taught others. So those of us who are trainers, this is a good way of actually accounting for those training hours. Another thing that they've done is that they want us to log 5 feedbacks. This could be feedbacks from patients, from family members, and from our colleagues. This could also be during supervision and one-to-one. So we have to record 5 feedbacks from our colleagues, our patients, and their families. Another thing that we have to do is to record 5 reflective practices. Remember the aim of revalidation. The aim of revalidation is to be able to ensure that nurses are reflecting on their practices. And the good thing about reflection is that we are able to learn from what went well and what didn't go well. So 5 reflective practices. For me, when I look at reflective practice, I think about the Gibbs reflective model. So I describe, I write about how I'm feeling, how I felt during the process, I evaluate, I conclude, and I put an action plan in place. So all the time when I'm looking at these reflective practices, I am taking into consideration the Gibbs reflective model. Another thing that we have to do is to discuss these reflections with either our confirmer, who is the nurse that is going to sign our application, or our learning partner. So in my situation, I think the best thing to do is to have to ensure that your confirmer and your learning partner are exactly the same people. So what you do is you sit down with your learning partner and you discuss these reflections. You talk about areas in which you need to improve and things that you've learned. Finally, you need to discuss all of these logs with your confirmer, and your confirmer needs to sign and agree that they've had these discussions with you and they're happy with everything that you've logged. So how do you prepare effectively for your revalidation? I would say the best thing to do is to go to the National Midwifery Council and download a template. The good thing about downloading a template is that you're able to do this as you go. Remember that the revalidation process is a 3-year process where you have to log what you've done. So what I would do from day one is to go to the NMC and download this form, and over as I go along, I'm recording everything I'm doing. Remember, in nursing, if it's not written, it hasn't happened. If you get any value from this video, please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe to the channel.